Hi, so today's topic at hand will be why we should adopt a more proactive approach towards aviation safety and security. So first, I would like you to take a look at the slide and please read and try to understand. It is better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. If you are confused, it's fine, you will understand along the way through the slides. So this is the overview of what we'll be covering today. Why being proactive is more effective than being reactive. Traditional approach, safety management system, Swiss cheese model being prepared. How increasing safety reduces costs, and lastly the conclusion. So first, the traditional approach towards safety. Well, the traditional approach is basically an accident happens and afterwards an investigation is done and a report is generated with recommendations to prevent similar incident. It covers the what happened, who did it, and when it happened, but it does not cover why and how it occurred. And this is not enough. We need something more efficient. And that is where Safety Management System (SMS) comes in. So this is a brief overview of how SMS works. You identify the hazard, you assess the risk, then you create plans to prevent the risk, then you enforce the action, and afterwards you monitor the progress. So next, let's take a look at a few benefits of being proactive. One of it is following this Swiss cheese model, which is providing multiple layers of defense. Each slice represents different segments of an organization. For an airport setting, this could include such groups as facilities, operations, safety, and management. Then each slice has holes that symbolize the potential hazard. So when layers are unified by simple safety principles, it becomes less likely the hazard makes it through all levels without being identified. Most air accidents occur due to a series of small mistakes occurring, adding up to a single disaster. For example, a tired captain, and communications issues in the cockpit may not individually lead to an incident, but when combined, the sum of these small issues can be catastrophic. Moving on to the next reason, being well prepared. Having a proactive SMS can enable an organization to be prepared for a disaster. So an example of a proactive safety management is the precautions following the World Health Organization's warning in 2009 of a possible H1N1 flu pandemic. After the warning, governments began to stockpile on drugs and vaccines to ensure resources were in place. So this is what SMS is about. Being prepared will help to improve the response time and also mitigate any further problems. Lastly, the last reason is that SMS improves safety by reducing risk and provides better resource allocation that will result in increased efficiencies and reduced costs. So if you were to take a look at the baggage handling service alone, this could save money for the company. How? By making the process more safer, there will be fewer accidents, fewer sick days, and fewer times contractors had to be brought in to cover the absentee staff. So you can see in that one small example how SMS can affect the way a business is run. If you apply those practices across an airline, the benefit could be huge. Those are just a few reasons to transit to a proactive approach. So to conclude, a proactive approach would ultimately improve safety of aviation by predicting what would happen, preparing for what would happen, and end of the day this will lead to a save cost and increase in efficiency. So before I end my slide, I want to come back to the first phrase I showed you. So now I ask you this question: if you know there is a high chance of heavy rain, would you leave your house with an umbrella or without? As I said earlier, better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. That is what being proactive is about. Thank you for listening.